Hello, scholars. So before spring break and yesterday, we've been working on measurement. Measurement is when we find out the size, the exact size and length of an object, how big, long, or short or small an object is. We were learning that there are two different systems that we measure objects in. We have our customary system with inches, feet, and yards, and then we also have our metric system where we have centimeters and meters. Today, we're going to use all of that information and then also put it with our knowledge of what we know about graphs and number lines. So today, our I can statement is I can measure the length of an object using a number line. So, number lines are actually very similar to our measuring tools of a ruler or yardstick or meter stick. We have our numbers laid out in order from left to right. The farther right we go, the larger the number goes. So that's what a number line and a measuring tool have that are the same. Something that is different about them, though, is that a number line, our numbers can be different depending on what number line we're looking at. Those numbers are infinite. It can go below zero, it can go higher than zero or 100. Unlike our ruler, that in inches would go up to 12 inches, or in centimeters would go up to 30. So, looking at our number line right here, we have almost laid out just like a graph. It goes from 0 to 15. I know that these numbers are representing the lengths of the not the customary, excuse me, silly Miss G. Rich, the unit of centimeters. So we're using the metric system. Right here I have a key and I have a fish. So when measuring an object on the number line, I want to figure out where the object begins its length and where it ends. So I'm going to mark this for you right here in red. I see right here at the tip right here of my key, it's at 2. It's beginning right here at 2. And then I see that it's going to end right here at 5. Yeah, 5. So to figure out how long the key is, I need to find out the space in between. And so there's two ways that I can figure that out. I'm going to show you both ways. The first way is I'm going to actually count the spaces that are in between. So I'm going to count from 2 to 3. That would be 1 centimeter. Then going from 3 to 4, that would be 2 centimeters. Then going from 4 to 5, that would be my 3rd centimeter. So the key is 3 centimeters in length. Another way you could solve this is by using an equation. We're finding the difference. Can you think about difference? What does a hint word that difference mean? What operation? Ding, ding, ding. If you said subtract, you are correct. So to make a subtraction equation, I want to take our two numbers right up here that I'm going to highlight in yellow. Yeah, this is where the length ended of the key at 5, and then it began at 2. You want to make sure that you know exactly where it ended. You don't want to go straight to 0. Tricky, tricky. Don't get tricked. It ended here right at 2. So I'm going to take 5 and 2 and I'm going to subtract those numbers. In subtraction, our whole is going to be the larger number. So I'm going to take 5, finding the difference, subtract 2 to equal 3. And always remember your units, cm standing for centimeters. So the key is 3 centimeters in length. It's always great to know more than one strategy. Scholars often know more than one strategy, so they can always double check their work for evidence, for excellence, and to also be able to prove with having the evidence of why. So really great to know more than one strategy. Okay, so now I want want you to kind of think through this next one with me, now that you watched me, with the fish. Ooh, looks like a fish. It looks like a cross between Nemo and Dory. Finding Nemo, I love that movie. Just keep swimming, just keep hocus pocus. Everybody focus. Sorry, Mr. Rich. Off topic. All right, so we're gonna go over here to the fish. Okay, thinking about where it ends. I want you to point to where the fish begins. We'll start with the begins. If you're pointing right here at the fin, ding, ding, you are correct. Yes, it's right here at 8. Marking it right here at 8. Good. All right, I want you to point to where on the fish does the length end. Ding, ding, ding. If you're touching little nosy, you are correct. That's right here at 14. Oh, it's my favorite number, 14. All right. So we're going to find the length right here between 8 and 14. So let's start with the first strategy. First strategy, we're going to count that spaces in between where all the fish takes up on the number line. 8 to 9, 1 centimeter. 9 to 10, that's our second. 10 to 11, that's our third. 11 to 12, that's our fourth. 12 to 13, that's our fifth. 13 to 14, that's our 6 centimeter, excuse me. So our fish is 6 centimeters in length. Yeah. So another way that I could do that if I was using the equation, remember often great scholars know more than one way to show their evidence and to prove that they are correct. We're going to go up here and find the numbers of where it ends, which was at 14 at the nosy, and where it began, which is at the fin at 8. Remembering not to go to 0. Tricky, tricky. Don't get tricked. Right here at 8. So now I'm going to take the difference of that, the larger number first, 14, find the difference, subtracting 8 equals, put 8 in your head, count on, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6 cm, standing for centimeters, long. Yes? Always remember to put your unit, always remember. So the fish is 6 centimeters in length. All right, let's see if you can do one all by yourself. All right, we're here. All right, so we did the key and we did the fish. Now we have the pencil. Let's see. Let's go through the steps. I want you to try to think on your own. The first thing you're going to do is decide where the pencil begins and where it ends. Count the spaces in between. Then you're going to write your equation, subtracting where it ends from where it began, and then finishing off your sentence. I'm going to count down. If you need more time than my countdown before I go over the answer, the great thing about e-learning, you can just pause and then start it when you're ready, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do my countdown. 10, 9, finding the length of the pencil. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Remember, if you're not quite done, you need a little bit more time. Great thing about e-learning, you may pause the video now. All right, so first things first, I'm going to mark where the pencil begins. Right here at the eraser, that's at 2. Right here. Where it ends, right here, the tip of that nice sharpened pencil, 12. Yeah. Then I'll find out that space right here that's in between. From 2 to 3, that's 1 centimeter. 3 to 4, 2. 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. So that gave me 10 centimeters. Now my second strategy, what is it? To make an equation. Good job. We're going to make an equation using the numbers that it ended with. Right here is at 12. Right here at 12. And where it ended. Can you point to where it ends? The number? Ding, ding, ding. If you put 2, you are correct. Remember, not to 0. Tricky, tricky. Don't get tricked. It's at 2. Great. All right, so now I'm going to make my equation. Taking that larger number, 12, finding the difference, subtracting 2 equals 10. What's our unit? Ding, 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 cm, centimeters. Great. So coming over here for my excellence, I'm going to write my complete sentence just like I would do in all my RDWs. Writing in the complete sentence, the pencil is 10 centimeters in length. All right, scholars, go ahead and give yourself some shine. Whoosh, throw yourself some shine. Bathe yourself in it. Yes, yes, yes. Get your brain. Very, very good. All right, remember, if you have any questions, remember your teacher's office hours, okay? And try your very, very best and ask your family for help. All right, see you next time. Bye.